what happened
like queen, king, or spade.
Queen.
World Series of Poker main event, day 4. Feature table right behind me. We have bubble play, we have some sick stuff happening, and much more. Go check it out.
It's over, man. No, it's fine. Going. All right, now. Whoa!
River 1 and 8. Reflecting time point to win. Looks like we're going to have a rotation.
Straight. Oh.
The rest of you are all in the money.
All right, the World Series Poker main event is now in the money. All these tables behind me are already empty because these people all have gotten paid $15,000. Now, the tournament is still going on over here. Let's talk to some players who are going deep. Mike Matusow, day 4 of the main event. Which Mike Matusow are we seeing in the main event this year?
Playing good, man. I mean, it's a long ways to go, but just got my patience. My bluffs have been good. Everything's been timed good. COVID was real good to me. I learned how to play no limit hold'em again, and that's all I did for 2 years, and I did very well. And I'm not trying to brag, but I forgot how good I used to play no limit hold'em, and so I told everyone I should be playing no limit hold'em this whole summer. But I love the mixed games of the 10 so much. But I played 3 no limits, right? I final table to flip and go. 164 in the 3K that Phil got second in, and this is my 3rd no limit. And I should have followed my instincts, but I'm playing well, and table's tough. I'm out of position on the big stacks, but I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do some different things.
Is the main event more about reads than any other tournament?
The main event's all about lasting to the next day to watch everybody's head explode in front of them. That's what the main event's about. And last year, I was the guy whose head exploded on day 4 because I was having a really bad med day. But my doctor got my meds really level, so I'm calm, I'm level, and so that's not going to happen. But that's the key to the main. People will, what's the key to the main? Just get to day 4 or 5 and watch people's heads explode. Like the easiest folds, they just put all in, or but they just can't. The human body's not meant to play 12 hours of poker a day for 10 straight days, whatever the fuck, 14 straight days. So.
All right, Mike Matusow's locked in. Best of luck.
Wow.
All in?
No way.
All in? Matusow with a 2022 blow-up, maybe? Mike Matusow just bluff shoved all his chips into a made flush. He's going to have a lot left behind, so that might make the call easier. He does call, and Matusow is gone.
They're going to say that I unnecessarily gave away the main event for no reason. I'm going to get a lot more hate mail, but you know what?
You're used to that, so.
I'm fine with it.
Gaelle Baumann, day 4 of the main event. Of course, to someone like Gaelle Baumann, day 4 doesn't mean anything because you've been so close to the final table before. Are you getting excited at this point of the tournament?
Of course I'm getting excited. Yeah, it does mean something. I mean, this tournament is awesome, and I'd really like to do better than 10, so yeah.
Do you think back a lot of that whole experience, the emotions, and what it has meant for you in your life and your career?
Yeah, I mean, in 2012, it was 10 years ago, it was my first year playing live poker. I used to play online. So I lacked a lot of experience, actually, and now I'm more, relaxed and less stressed. So yeah, I guess the experience has been really good, and I try to do better, really.
Do you think that it helps that people know who you are? Do you get away with more things? Or do you think you have to be a little bit more careful because people might want to play big pots against you?
It really depends on people. I mean, you get both sides. You just have to adapt and see how they play.
What's the story of your tournament so far? It looks as though things are going pretty well.
Yeah, today it's going pretty well. After day one, I only backed 30K, so half the starting stack, so it wasn't a good start. And the following day, I went up to 600 and then back 400. So yeah, it's a pretty good start. I've got $1 million now, so I'm really happy. Yeah.
Having 1 million chips on day 4 of the main event, does that create expectations? Are you expecting to make a very deep run because you have a lot of chips now?
Of course, I wish I'm going to make a deep run, but I mean, it's the average is what 500K, 600K, so it can go pretty fast both ways. You know, if you lose a big pot, you can be short, and then yeah, I don't expect to win the tournament today, of course. So one day at a time, and we'll see.
All right.
Very good.
Gaelle Baumann is going to try to do better than 10 years ago, and you guys stay tuned.
Please exit the room. The dealers are salivating. It's not really selected. They have to use the restroom.
160.
Please help us out. How many hands do we have in orange?
Maybe 3.
3?
I think Chad has.
Marshall, you want a hand up there? No.
1360. Call. I had 360s.
It is time for a fashion update with Jeff Platt. And I found him clear across the room, but I'm a little bit concerned about him because I think he might be sleeping in the building, because I think that might be the same outfit from last night. Jeff, I'm concerned for your well-being.
Why is that? Do you want me to stand up?
Please stand up for me, please. Stand up for me, please. Yeah, I'm still learning. I'm learning the bits still.
It's tough to remember.
I'm concerned because you're wearing the same thing as yesterday.
No, I'm not. I'm not. It's a different suit, different shirt, different tie.
It looks too
Shoes are
similar.
the same.
Okay.
It is a kind of similar tier of colors. Yes.
So we started the segment with high hopes and aspirations of showing off all the colorful ways in which you display yourself here at the World Series Poker main event, but I feel like we're reaching a stalemate here.
Yeah, because I just have one bold suit, so everybody's like, oh, this guy's crazy and flashy and stylish, and the rest of his suits are pretty conservative, I would say.
Can we put in requests in the comments down below for what your next suit purchase will be?
You can put in requests, yes. Now, will those requests be accommodated? That I'm not so sure about.
Can we do... Maybe we should cancel the segment.
That'd be fine with me.
Oh, well, okay.
Although I do like the little intro bit that producer John put together. That's kind of cool.
He's a cameraman.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So I want to ask you, can we do black suit, black shirt?
No, I don't own a black shirt.
What about white suit, white shirt?
White suit, white shirt? I don't own a white suit.
Well, Express.com might have it.
Express might have it, no free ads. But if I were to buy a white suit, Remco, I would buy one from Express.
I cannot wait, and I hope that you bring out something more imaginary for the coming days.
Tomorrow probably not, but the next day, yes. How about that? That's a good tease, right? 2 days from now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before we sign off, a sock update.
Oh, socks are the most stylish part.
Okay. You redeemed yourself.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Got him back with the socks from Twillery. No free ads though.
All right, dinner break on day 4. Stacks are getting big, and I found the biggest stack in the building. Zilong Zhang, 4.4 million. That is massive. Please tell me the story of your tournament so far.
It's my first main event. I think I just played the right way and used the when you got a deep stack, cover everybody. You just need to use it. Yeah, make the move. Yeah, right. That's it.
What's the biggest all-in you've had so far?
Actually, I got so deep. I don't really have very big owing stack. I'm just using the blockers and just play the pre-flop, flop, and turn. It's like for 10 hands, we never show down like the cards. Just maybe see the river for like 10 hands for like 1 time or 2 times. It's finished before the river.
Right.
Yeah.
So what makes you such a good player with these deep stacks? You know, it's only your first main event, but clearly you know exactly how to play this.
I mean, I've been playing tournaments for years. Just never tried main event before. It's too expensive for me. Then this one, the first day 1 and the day 1A and the day 2, I was running hot. Then just got a deep stack, and I just used a deep stack to build my stack. That's it. Yeah.
So how important is this for you in your life to have a chance to go deep in the biggest tournament of the year?
Actually, I was thinking the same thing last night one night before my sleeping. I think this one maybe it's the most important tournament for my whole life. Maybe it is one. Wow. So I think I'll just play it right and I hope I make it.
Right. Do you feel any pressure? Of course, you're at the table with some very strong players. And also, please talk to me about that last hand, because that was a huge pot.
Yeah, for that hand, like I got ace-9 offsuit. Yeah, for normal play, it's a fold for sure. But the guy who flag called the shovel in there, he's pretty deep too, and it's only like 202K. For me, it's like nothing. It's like 15 bigs, 220 bigs. I got like over 300 bigs, so it's nothing. So I'm chasing for the deep stack. The flop come 3 spade. I got ace of spade. He checked to me. After he checked to me, I already set up for the next moves. If he bet a turn, I'm gonna bluff. Like protect. I flopped it, flop the nuts. So he checked me. I just checked back. The turn is blank 5. I think deuce 4 6. What's the flop? 8 deuce 4, 3 spade. The turn is 5 of club, I think. He bet at like 200K, like 30% stack. I raised to 575. He flat call there. I think he got like over pairs, like jacks, 10s, queens, or he just got like a king of spades chasing for the flush draw. But either hand for me is fine because I got a nuts block up there. So, but river is no. The river wasn't a spade. It's a 9 of heart. So I made pair, top pair. That one made me very confused, like to play, because I already set up for the owing on the river, if the river the blank. But river made me hit the top pair there. So I feel like I got some showdown, and the guy who's pretty deep, like I think maybe I got showdown there, and if I shove in to turn my top pair to bluff, it's kind of risky there. I know if I shove in, like he need to think a long time, but I think I'll just take the showdown. Then he showed the pocket queens there.
What happened? You got like king of spades. Queen.
It's a pretty good hand, yeah. I think if maybe 50% if I miss a river, I shove in, he's folding there. Wow. Yeah, right. Because we are very deep. For the tournament life, I think it's a very tough decision for him. I ask him after the hand. I say if river blank, I shove in, what will you do? He said that he doesn't know. Like it's very hard for me. Yeah, because he got over 1.5 million. I think it's very hard for him to call the river shove in. Yeah, river I made pair, so just slow me down.
Yeah. I'm curious, what's your background? Like, where are you from? What do you usually play? And what made you to become a poker pro?
I was living in Los Angeles for years. I'm just playing tournaments in Los Angeles for years. Then after the virus, I just decided to move to Las Vegas because we don't really have like good tournaments over there anymore. So last year I moved to Vegas to now play tournaments. Yeah, most 80% tournament, 20% cash game.
Wow. So you're gonna win this thing or what?
It's too early to say that. It's just day 4. I know I got huge stack, and a lot of my friends they ask me like they think I'm like to them they think I already win the tournament. I'm like, come on, it's day 4. It's just day 4. I know I got deep stack. I'll just do my best, I think.
All right. He's gonna do his best. He is the chip leader. You guys stay tuned. Day 4 of the main event. It all starts to matter now. We are in the money, and I was so happy to see John Juanda going deep. John, we don't get to see you that often anymore, but are you just too excited to miss this tournament?
you excited to miss this tournament? What did you mean? I mean, I'm excited to play in this tournament, because of COVID, it's been difficult for everyone. I haven't played any poker since 2019, I believe. I think, yeah, April 2019. So it's just nice to be back in here. I am pretty rusty, I made a lot of mistakes, but it's just really exciting to be here. And not only for poker, but to meet friends who, I haven't seen for like more than 3 years now since COVID.
So you're making a run, you have some chips, you say you're rusty, but clearly you're doing something right. So do you still have some old tricks, or are you learning new ones?
Well, I got hit pretty hard by the deck, day 1, day 2, day 3, And just other than that, just surviving, It's still a poker game, although the game has evolved, players are better now. But still in the end, it's still a game of making decisions, and so you try to pay attention and try to put your money in a good spot.
So you said you haven't played really since 2019. Does that mean that poker doesn't really have much of a place anymore in your life? And what do you focus your time on now?
Well, part of it is, because of COVID. Before COVID, I still travel, to Triton tournaments and, some of the EPTs. And, other than that, I also have 2 kids now. So it's getting a little bit more difficult to travel now. Yeah.
Do you reminisce a lot about the olden days where you would grind and play all these events and win bracelets and stuff? Do you miss those times?
Oh, absolutely. I always remember those days back in the Rio, where we actually, me, Daniel, Ivy, those guys, we actually hired a rented a trailer and park it in the parking lot, so it's easy to run back and forth, and we'll be playing like 40 or 50 events a year. Now I'm playing 1.
So now you're in the money. Are you the type of player still with that burning competitive spirit where all you care about, is making the final table or winning, or are you taking it sort of slow and day by day?
Well, I'm taking it day by day, but obviously, if you play the main event, you get deep, obviously you want to win it, right? It's every poker player's dream to win this tournament. Right?
John Juanda still in the mix. Good to see him back. You guys stay tuned. Jacob Dalla, day 4 in the main event. Does that mean you're deep in the main event, or is this tournament so long that we're still in the early days?
It's still early days. It's still a long way to go to get to deep in any other field. It's been going on for a while. Me personally, I have not been in the event as long as most of us, because I registered about 3 or 4 hours into day 2. So I've been very time efficient.
You have over 2 million chips. Yesterday I was looking for people who had 1 million chips. You just decided to blast right through that. What put you in this spot?
Well, I was in a great spot yesterday on the bubble. My whole table was kind of short and hating life, and I was pretending to look at my cards sometimes before I would open, and I was also fortunate to get aces a bunch, and I won some big pots today, so it's going well.
I know you're not a no-limit hold'em guy for the most part, but does this really get the juices going?
Yeah, I've always liked the main. I've played all of them, except I only missed 1 for a wedding last year. And I like to play all the games. I'm not a poker pro anymore, but I'm a poker club owner, and so I play more poker this year now, and it's a lot of fun.
Is that the thing to do these days? You say you're retired, then you come back, and then you take that businessman role and you just crush everyone?
Yes, it's a great plan.
Jacob Dalla going deep. He is maybe the chip leader, 2.3 million. That's a lot of chips. You guys stay tuned. If you made it this far in the video, you might as well like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and keep enjoying these vlogs, because we're going to keep going until the end of the World Series Poker main event. Much more action to come, so stay tuned.